Hello, and welcome to today's Focus on the Test mini lesson. If you have not already visited our website, be sure to do so. We have a lot going on at your path. Welcome to our new subscribers, and thank you to all of our subscribers. Also to our students, continue the excellent progress that you're making, and remember, it will pay off at the end. So now on to our problem for the day. So now here's what a test item may look like. To apply for the position, Mr. Smith submitted a cover letter and resume. His qualifications were impressive. What corrections should be made to the following sentences? And here you have your 5 options. You have option 1, change resume to resume. 2, insert a semicolon after the word position. 3, change Smith to Smith's. 4, insert a comma before the word and 5, change qualifications to qualifications. Need your high school diploma? Your Path for Adult Learners offers 24/7 online GED and HiSET preparation courses for adults that are seeking to earn their high school credential. Learn more about our program at yourpathforadultlearners.com. So now when we look at this particular test item, some of you may be able to answer this test item without any problems, while others may not be able to answer it as easily. So in a case where you're unable to answer this sort of test item, which will depend on your skills level, you want to make sure that you utilize the process of elimination to help you in choosing the best option for answering your question. So now when we look at option number 1, we have change resume to resume. So here we're being asked about the spelling of a particular word. So when we look at the word resume, which is also located here, we have an E here and we have an A here. While the word resume does end in an E, and so in this case for option number 1, we're not going to change resume with an E to resume with an A. And so we're going to eliminate option number 1. So now when we look at option number 2, we have insert a semicolon after the word position. When we come to our sentence and we see the word position here, we see a comma following the word position. Here we have to apply for the position, which is an introductory prepositional phrase. And this phrase cannot stand alone because it is not a complete sentence, and so therefore it must have a comma following it, and then your independent clause, which is Mr. Smith submitted a cover letter and resume. So in terms of our comma being correct, it is, and so therefore we're not going to insert a semicolon after the word position because that would be incorrect, and so we're going to eliminate option number 2. When we look at option number 3, we have change Smith to Smith's, and this is addressing a grammatical error. Here we have 2 nouns, both are nouns. Here, this one here is a possessive noun, and possessive nouns are used to show ownership, okay, such as Mr. Smith's house, Mr. Smith's car, okay? Well, here when we look at our sentence, we have Mr. Smith submitted. So we have a noun which is acting as our subject, and our subject is doing something which is showing action, submitted, acting as a verb. And so in this case, it is correct because we're not using Mr. Smith in terms of him owning something. And so we're not going to change Smith to Smith's because that would be incorrect. And so we're going to eliminate option number 3. When we look at option number 4, we have insert a comma before the word and. Well, the word and is a conjunction, and a conjunction is used to join 2 things together, such as in this case, the word and is joining the word letter and resume together, okay, 2 things. And so we're not going to place a comma here because that would be incorrect. And we will only use a comma in front of the word and if we were joining two sentences together. In this case, we are not, and so we're going to eliminate option number 4. When we look at option number 5, we have change qualifications to qualifications. And here we're also being asked to look at the spelling of a particular word. Here we have an A, and here we have an I, okay, in the word qualifications. This word is spelled incorrectly, and we have this word presented in our sentence. His qualifications were impressive. So here we do have the misspelling of the word qualifications, which this here is the correct spelling of the word qualifications. You do want an I instead of an A. And so we're going to select option number 5 as the correct choice. In terms of answering our question, which again states, what correction should be made to the following sentences? And option number 5 is the correct choice. So now in cases like this, you want to make sure that you have a strong word bank. You want to make sure that you're familiar with words and that you're able to identify if a word is spelled incorrectly. So one way to do this, especially for our students, is to make sure that you look in a dictionary when you are unfamiliar with the word, that you become familiar with that word by understanding its definition, how it's used in a sentence, such as as part of speech, and how it's spelled as well. So good luck testing. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, and hit the notification button down below so that you're notified on our new releases. Also, join us on our other social media platforms such as Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.